Fast and Furious is the fourth film in the Fast and Furious franchise and returns the cast of the first one. And the return director Justin Lin, and this is about 5 years after the events of the first film, and Paul Walker is now a cop once again, and Vin Diesel is living in the Dominican Republic with his girlfriend. Something happens, he is brought back to Los Angeles and works alongside Paul Walker again to take down Baraga, and they have to race for him and work kind of undercover. We get the introduction of Giselle, played by future Wonder Woman, and we do get a little bit of Han in the beginning, which makes us wonder what the hell is going on when I first saw it, because Han is dead in the third film. So we all learned that Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift takes place after events of everything else. So Fast and the Furious had some good things. It is a weak film in my opinion. I did like the return of the original cast. I was very happy with that, and I think that made the film jumpstart this franchise back once again by bringing this whole cast back together. It had the kind of same style as Tokyo Drift, so I really like the look in here. Once again, genuine racing scenes, long takes with racing that I do miss from some of the other films like Fast 5 and Fast and Furious 6. So there were a lot of great racing scenes in here. Some of my issues with this film is that the chemistry between Vin Diesel and Paul Walker just wasn't there like it was in first film. It took some time to get to that chemistry. They had a little introduction of what Paul Walker's been doing, Vin Diesel's been doing. I just didn't really feel invested in the two characters. This film just felt dragged down and stale at times. I didn't really care for Paul Walker's cop scenes and him being undercover. I think that it got in the way of the focus of bringing back the cast as a whole and kind of having it be a fun film. Felt dark. Didn't work with me. Those scenes were probably the most boring scenes in the whole entire movie. The CGI tunnel scene was actually pretty bad and things like that, so it did take a little bit of time to build up that chemistry once again, and by the time it did, it brought back memories of the crappy CGI of the Fast and the Furious and Too Fast Too Furious. Some really great race scenes, Paul Walker and Vin Diesel kind of giving each other lines that they did in the first film. They were kind of, you know, trashing each other at times, which I did like. This movie did have the best action scene out of any Fast and the Furious movie. Opening scene of them racing down this hill in the Dominican Republic, trying to get the gas tank, and then Vin Diesel's all the way at the bottom of the hill with Michelle Rodriguez in the car, and this tank is rolling, it's on fire, and he's just revving up his car, and Michelle Rodriguez is like, Dom, don't do it, and he's just like rolling, he's just revving his engine up, burning rubber, and he just lets go and speeds underneath that tank. CGI is pretty bad, but damn was that moment intense, and every time, no joke, I am telling you, I get chills, and it is the coolest scene in any of the films. Hands down, nothing will come close to that scene, but maybe Furious 7 will. I do like the cast once again, and the race scenes and the look of the film, but I felt like the plot and Paul Walker's cop moments dragged the film down a little bit. So I'm gonna go ahead and give Fast and Furious a C+.
What? Toodaloo, motherfucker. Hey.